Hey there, welcome back. So we're just going to continue right where we left off. It's actually been a few hours
Well that ends.
since I
Not as bad as it could have.
started uploading the video. That's right, we're here.
Moving in.
There's potentially more stuff back there to loot. Again, I'm not trying to be like...
Anything of use?
I've played mini games where I'm super efficient and I just grab and sell everything I can. And to be honest, you don't need to be. You know, you grab the majority of stuff, and I've found that, you know, you don't need to go super out of your way, but anyways, it's, there was a, this is what was shining. You know, you heard of like a little magical, like, perception type thing. I don't know why the camera's not moving. So I'm... Okay. It was like stuck for a while. That was really bizarre. I've never had that happen to me. And it's funny because, like, I'll tell you, hey, this doesn't look familiar. All of this right here is familiar. So, it's not like every phase of the game it's like, hey, this doesn't look familiar. Now, this one is tough in a couple ways. The first one, the battle is inside of this building. There's like 5 different people, and one of them is going to pop in the room, shoot at you, and then disappear. So in order to get him, you got to run through the room. And then there's this this paladin who is just super, like, he uses his spells and he just smites you hard, and he just does a massive amount of damage, and so he could take down even your strongest fighter pretty easily. So there's a couple ways to do this. We could go in and just talk to him. There's a way around back here where we might be able to take out 1 or 2 of his other guys first to just whittle him down. If I do this, it's actually blocked. There's nothing there. So, one thing I never tried...
Careful, I'm dying.
Yeah, it doesn't burn.
Over here.
Alright. What now?
And you can position people. And in fact, we can go into the building and they won't attack us. Like here you can see, there's one of them right there. And you can see there's a guy on the ground who's KO'd. And that sound you're hearing, that sounds like spirits, that's because there's a soul coin up on top of one of these things. You're hearing the soul coin. It's not the enemies we're fighting. There's also, if we go into this room, there's an upstairs. And what I've done before is I've lined my archers along the upstairs, which then allows them to take shots at the people down below. It works. It does. It all works, really.
One day I'll catch a break.
And sometimes I worry about this fight too much. I've learned to just delay and do it later. I used to do this at level 3. And yeah, you can come in and start looting. See, and holding down the Alt key, you can see the soul coin.
Wish I had a bag of holding.
I'm clicking on it. Where is it? There we go. We got it. And then the sound finally went away. We can click on the refugee here. Pick up the supplies.
I should speak up.
Need any supplies? We've fewer mouths to feed now. 2. Both stalwarts of Tyr, sworn to uphold justice. The Lord of Justice sent us after a devil haunting this area. We squared off against her. We lost. Talk to Anders if you want the details. I don't have it in me to recount the horror.
Now, one interesting thing when you're playing this game, if you are a paladin yourself, you can actually detect that they are fallen paladins, and that they're not being what's the word, just or righteous. It is pretty cool. So here she does have money to trade and things of that nature. What's funny is I think if you kill her, you don't get all this stuff. So, I mean, you could theoretically, money is money. So, just gonna start dropping my junk, right? That wasn't meant to be inappropriate. I guess you always have to qualify when you say I'm dropping my junk. Sorry about that. So this one is the fake shovel, so get rid of that. I'm not, as you could tell in all the games I play, I'm not big on potions. The only game I ever used potions religiously was The Witcher. I do use the healing potions in this game a lot. But for me, I don't know. And I don't even like these special arrows. So I got one special arrow, and then what? I shoot it, and then I miss. Okay? So, anyways, that's... Now, some of this stuff is camp supplies. And why it's not... Oh, look. I have a camp supply sack. So, Asterion... Like, I don't know why, And there's, the suspicious poison. Let's put that in his inventory. You'll see why later. We can sell that. Holy water can be helpful if you're fighting undead. And, again, these are camp supplies, so they should be in the camp supply sack. It might be because I'm in this interface that I can't move it into the sack, so I'll stop trying. Alright, good enough. We got some of her money.
In Tyr's name.
Alright, let's hit inventory here.
How delicious.
Okay. So, I successfully did. Alright, it's at least working now. Okay, so if you're playing in earnest, and you're worried about all your characters, and you want it to progress all their storylines, you should have Karlach in your party for this part. Because that's who they were hunting. I don't think it's a big shock there.
Where am I? What's going on?
Alright, and so the person they're talking about is here. This is a magic user, so she's annoying. This is the one that's going to run in and out of the room.
Moving ahead.
If we all go in here. And, Let's just get it over with, I guess.
Our scouts told us you'd come. The devil's ally. Come to finish us, have you? I'm sure she's invented a fascinating history of our crimes. The truth is far simpler. We are Paladins of Tyr, Lord of Justice. He sent us after an infernal being, straight out of the Nine Hells, hiding in the form of a one-horned tiefling, Karlak. She slaughtered countless refugees fleeing the Absolute. Yesterday, she butchered an entire family. We were lucky to survive our encounter with her. First, I was burned within an inch of my life, and now I'm stuck playing pantomime. I can't take it anymore. Karlak is going back to Avernus, and if she won't go quietly, she dies. It looks like I'll have to kill you first, which I quite look forward to. Bye-bye.
Alright, so the archer, of course, did archer things. And I need to decide how am I going to play this. Let's do... That's a disadvantage. It's at least respectable. And then I gotta get my mage out of there, or otherwise she'll get slaughtered.
Nothing important is ever easy.
Okay, this is the thing where I get my one pot shot, and then I better go into hiding. Oh, yeah. So I'm gonna do my one pot shot. And then I'm gonna hide in plain sight. Alright. I'm gonna just hang out there. Oh crap, he has a better crossbow. Alright, so we did 17. Then 14 more. I mean, it's fantastic. That skill. Alright, and now we get to... hit somebody. He is my threat, so I am going to go after him. Then we're going to go again. That is not always done. Even in my best of days, I've done worse than that. So, I'm very happy. Now, this guy likes to run and shoot, but if I put my melee next to him, I'll at least get a free shot at him. Opportunity attack. I do have to worry about her. Ah, she did hold person, so that's gonna definitely cause an issue. That causes an issue too. Alright.
Outmaneuver them.
That's fine. So that hold person was a concentrated spell, and I broke the concentration, which was awesome.
Stay focused.
And here... that's going to prevent him from going in and out the door like he likes to do.
Well, so much for peace.
Alright, I have 2 people I can heal. I can heal some more, but I'm going to go ahead and just hold out here. Oh, the trader looks like he did have a lot of stuff. That right there is the big one. 4 scroll of that. That's fantastic. All right, and then we're gonna move forward. This will hurt me if I step in it.
Let my name know.
Of course, I step right in it. Oh, what a jerk.
My faith will protect me.
Let's put the X button.
Victory awaits.
I won't give in. One day I'll catch a break.
Now, the Bless spell is important because that gives everybody a bonus to their attack rolls. Because if you'll notice, I'm getting like 40%, right? Chance to hit. If I Bless Astarion or whatever, that will improve their chance to hit by a tremendous amount. And that's part of the strategy of this. I'm a little sloppy because I don't always do the Bless thing because I'm down to one guy and I know I can kill him. So you see me not do it as much, but just understand that it's a thing. It takes a level 1 spell slot, which is why I'm being a little stingy right now. That's a tremendously low chance of hitting.
I will ascend.
And there it is. I'm going to let her loot. And we more or less looted this room already. So now it's just a matter of coming in here and doing the burlap sack. And then there's gold just sitting on the... Alright, there was a couple of things we need to do. The first one is with him. We bought a hand crossbow right here of +1. We need to get rid of that garbage and put this one in. So having 2 handbows +1 is fantastic. So it'll give him a better chance to hit with both of the weapons, not just the one. And now she, of course, still has a crappy crossbow. We really aren't using her arrows ever. But at some point we'll get that going. I also have this situation I need to deal with. And then we just picked up this. The Sword of Justice. So right now... Here, let's hit tab.
Black its will be done.
Right now, she's using the Sorrow, which is 5 to 14 damage. And then the little lash thing, if we're lucky, does 1 to 2. The reach is nice. We want to go back to great swords, though, with her. And so, we're going to put this one in. And there it is. So, 6 to 16, whereas it was 5 to 14. I mean, it is overall going to do better. The chance to hit is the same. And remember, with her Savage Attack, she rolls twice and takes the best one. Okay, so there's that. And then I gotta save for the next part. We're gonna go into his inventory and put this into the book. Or maybe we need to read the book.
The book is locked tight with no visible keyhole, only an oval recess in the cover's mouth. You try to examine the book, but the longer you stare, the more those
We've already seen this.
piercing amethyst eyes draw you in. You feel the darkness radiating from the book.
Here we go.
It's delicious.
Alright, so now he can open the book.
The book's pull is irresistible. You feel changed, bettered for having opened it. Suddenly you are capable of anything. Filling mountains, darkening suns, conversing with the dead. Glyphs shift gently before your eyes. Words slip into your mind, onto your lips, forming words you don't understand. And something is trying to reply.
Well, quite the page turner. I'll get back to it when I have more time to focus.
Okay, so the big thing here is he learned the ability to speak with the dead, which is a very useful skill. We've been using it a lot. The only reason I have that ability is because I'm wearing an amulet. So now, when I get a better amulet later in the game, I can trade it out, I can sell it, I can do whatever, because we at least have somebody in the party that can use that skill. So it's very useful from that perspective. And like I said, if I cast a I don't even know if I
These
have,
things have stayed interesting.
like right here, the Sacred Flame might do the trick. The one that I was really thinking of is it's called like you lob a radiating light at them. She had it before I reclassed her. And anyways, I know for sure that the lob one will do it. But it does destroy the book. But like I said, it then a pretty high level creature comes out, and then you have to deal with that. But we're going to go ahead and do the
Don't touch me.
read the book thing. And so we're going to go ahead and read it again. And I'm going to
You
skip.
feel its connection, its longing to be opened. You open the book to the first page, with its shifting glyphs and strange whispers.
So yeah, see here we got to do a wisdom saving throw. And I'll go ahead and bless him. Holy crap.
The symbols dart beneath your eyes, warping and twisting. Your head throbs, but you almost understand.
Let's try again. He succeeded again. Well done.
The world around you is gone. You can only see those glyphs, only hear those voices. You feel claws moving in the shadows. They pull at you, dragging you closer.
I'm going to give him Bardic Inspiration and Guidance. Oy, oy, oy. Let's roll again. There we go.
The glyphs scream, branding your mind with strange runes. You see time rewritten, fate undone, your future thrumming with power. The book snaps closed. You've seen too much. What profane knowledge is now seared inside of you should never have known.
Astarion wouldn't have it any other way. So, what did we learn from this one? I don't see it any changes in particular on him. He's got this swirly thing on his head. Oh, because he's blessed and has guidance. Trying to find the right key. I'm playing in a... I don't have a lot of light in the room at the moment, so... So we had 2 journal entries from this.
You've seen much of the book, but its most powerful secrets are guarded by indecipherable glyphs. Without a key, they may be locked away forever.
Okay, I don't remember what I need to do next to be able to unlock that. Oh, I know what it is. I gotta wait all the way until Act 3. In Act 3, there's a library that I can do some research in. I think that'll let me,
Wretched thing.
get the key I need to unlock that book.
Yourself together.
Alright, so...
Light on my feet.
we're done with the whole east side. We have the Zentarum thing, but we'll do that later. I think it's time to go visit Auntie Esther. There's several things to do here. There's the meeting place for, what's-her-face, the druid. She needed to meet somebody by the swamp, and that's what we're going to go do first. Also, let me backtrack a little. Over here, somewhere. I think right there is where I want to go.
Bet that will fit in my pack.
There we go.
Something over there.
I didn't mean to pick up another backpack. Yeah, there's nothing in it. Oh no, that's the one I picked up. I don't need a bunch of backpacks. They just confuse me. Alright, every time that happens, you know what to do.
Nothing but dirt.
Once per turn, after a wearer dashes, they can jump. So you can dash and jump. That's not horrible. There's better. So again, getting, like this one we can sell. This is the dash and jump. I mean, it's perfect for her at the moment. Because she has the boots that give her a bonus when she dashes. So, yeah, that's fine. And then I thought I had one other... So, like this one. I'm not proficient with that, so I can't be wearing that. Yeah, we're good. We're good. We can at least learn those 2 spells. This is an abjuration one. And then see, we can put one more up here. So, which one should it be? The Misty Step spell is probably, well, invisibility is a good one as well. They're both really good. But the Misty Step, for sure. You might see me get rid of the Chromatic Orb because the Magic Missile is going to start to take over. Right now, right now it does less damage, but it will start to do more. And then that just reminded me, this is a ritual spell, so it doesn't cost me anything to have that.
Keep it together. Don't waste a step.
And I'm going to save it again. And off we go.
Just tell us where she is. We don't want any trouble.
But you're bloody...
Lads, for the love of all that is holy, I've never clapped eyes on your poor sister.
Drop the act, hag. You was the last to see Mayrina.
Just let her go. Please.
Thank goodness you're here, sweetie. I don't know what's come over these boys.
Stop this. We won't ask again.
Sweetie, be careful.
He's with the hag.
Don't bloody stand there gaping. Get him!
I didn't mean to attack them, but I guess that's what happens when you stand up for her. See, and that's the cloak. Lets him go invisible.
Better position.
Oh, my stars. I didn't mean for this to happen. She's their little sister, and she's staying with me. This is all my fault, but I made a promise. Mayrina begged me not to breathe a word if they came looking for her, and my word is my bond. That poor thing will be distraught. We can't let her know, it'd break her poor heart. I'd best get going, but please stop by my house. I'd like to thank you proper.
Helpless old ladies. Was that normal?
Exactly. Good job, Astarion. See, she knew it was the hag. So the jig is up. We know it's a hag.
A chill runs up your spine. You feel like you're being watched.
I can do guidance on myself. Ooh, that was not a good roll. Do I try again? We'll do one more time. Yeah, it's not gonna work. A 20 is tough to get.
The place has a quiet sense of calm. You can't see anything strange.
Your paladin has huge advantages. And maybe even your wizard. Like, I don't know if I switched.
What's next, I wonder?
You know, if she would try the same check. But I think you only check once.
Such a
So,
headache.
here's the thing with this one. There are booby traps all throughout the water. And so sometimes you click to go somewhere and you go there just fine, but then your idiot party members step on the traps and cause all kinds of problems. So just keep that in mind. It's a pathing issue. And then these are not apples. Everything's an illusion. So be careful with the apples too.
Walk in death.
So, like, one of the things is you can go this way, but be careful. I think if you step over that way, it's a problem.
Traps.
Hey, right there's one. And I'm going to go ahead... Oh, not with him. With him. Let's disarm the trap, because these idiots step on it all the time.
No one stopped me yet.
Alright.
If not over, then through.
The sheep's voice warbles. You realize it's trying to say bar.
This always cracks me up. I don't remember a animal handling check before. I'm not going to spend.
The sheep backs away.
Oh, it cracks me up every time. So this is the meeting place, and that's where we're going first. And you can just jump over. The one thing to be careful of here is this is pure mud. You get mired in mud and you can barely move. And it affects your ability to hit, like stand on the rocks if you can. And then keep track of the original guy, because if you kill the original guy, you kill anybody he spawns.
This is good.
And again, just get up on the rock. And of course, there we go. That's better. Ooh, it would have been nice to get him.
Where do I go from here?
There we go, we got him. Before he even had a chance to take a turn. That's really good. So the reason I'm saying that is these things will spawn into new ones. Like, they multiply, is what I'm getting at. So by killing one, you prevent it from multiplying. And of course, they overwhelm you. And that's how you end up getting murder, death, killed. Alright. For her, you want to get up onto this here. You don't want to be back here with your archers.
Taking position.
And I keep forgetting, but the Githyanki have this astral knowledge. So you can pick any item, like wisdom, intelligence, whatever it is. So like, see, like this one is animal handling, whatever. And if you're a Githyanki, you get to just gain proficiency in all those items. If I'm not making a halfling, a Githyanki is my next favorite, because you can just like completely ignore something like wisdom, for example, and you can get proficiency in all the wisdom skills just by doing this. And like this is the charisma one, so you can have intimidation, performance, persuasion. A really nice one is the dexterity, so you actually get proficiency in stealing and picking locks and things of that nature. So the Githyanki is like the trick you want to do, especially if you're not playing with traditional classes or roles. And then of course strength is something she's already good in. But I mean, it doesn't matter really. We're gonna go ahead and just, and that lasts all the way until she does I believe a long rest. Might be a short rest, but I think at least a long rest. But it doesn't matter. There's nobody near me to attack anyways, so it wasn't a wasted action. And then these guys have regeneration, so they heal themselves, as you just see. So when you start going after them, you want to focus hard. And here you can see they're multiplying. So the original ones are lighter color. See, that one's a little darker. They also have like ancient on their name versus young. And my apologies, my son is calling me. Alright, I gotta wrap up this battle. That phone call is causing me to have to end this. Okay, so if you kill the originals, the minor ones die along with it. So, for example, we can do that. And we want to go up.
There's blood in the air.
Obviously, I'm at a disadvantage because this jerk is next to me. If I'm willing to take a hit, I can back up a little. Nah, just switch to the daggers. And that's the issue, is they explode. And we even got a critical hit that still didn't finish him.
Time to push my luck again.
I'm going to fight with this one. It's critical to finish these off. See, we were able to... Okay, so this is where it gets interesting. I do need to take them down, and she's the best suited for it. These guys, we can archer. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to just get on the stone, because you got to get out of the mud. And we were going to arrow this one. There we go, we got another one. Switch back to the sword. End the turn. Alright, so another of those little dudes came up. Missed twice. That's horrible. For whatever reason, I can't jump. White shovels can't jump.
Shall we cut and run?
Alright, we got rid of those. They're the most annoying of them. Then we can just hammer down these guys.
Still breathing, despite everything.
And I can't do that. Let's get a shot in. It was only 2 damage. Get her healed. That was a lightning charge there. Oh, they're going for... So we could do that, but instead let's do fire, because these guys are very susceptible to fire. I have a disadvantage because I'm entangled. Well, in that case, let's do the guaranteed hit. And his saving throws keep surviving. There we go, we broke his concentration.
The only way out is through.
Alright, one down. And I could heal, but I'll let it be. Now, I have that ability because of my sword. They really are susceptible to fire. If you can hit.
Miss this.
Wow, critically hit twice.
What now?
Victory awaits.
Missed again. But that one hit twice, so I guess that made up for it. So there is a shield. As you can tell, I'm not a shield wearing party planner here.
Ready.
What's next?
Okay, there's a little bit of looting to be done, and then of course the secret meeting place is just on the other side here, and we'll take care of that. But I gotta end the video, and I actually have to save here. So thanks for watching. As always, stay awesome.